Hey everybody, this is Henry Island Photography, and today is an exciting day for photographers around the world. Today is the day that the Canon EOS R5 hits stores and is able to get in customers' hands. And I have one right here, and we're gonna do a little unboxing and show you what the camera looks like. Before we open up this right here and get into it, I want everybody to know that this video is being sponsored from Cameragraphics out of Auburn, Alabama. It's a store that's been in business since 1974. They service all your photography needs, everything from photo to video to prints, framing, canvases, anything that you need, they service. You can also purchase this and the R6 from their website. Again, their website is cameragraphics.net. Look them up, give them a phone call at 334-821-2524. Great group of people to work with, okay? Without further ado, let's spin this around one time. Let you see that label where it says R5. Woo, woo. I can't wait to get into it. Hey, all right. Now I opened this up before, and I did take the battery out, and I charged the battery up so that I could have a good charge to show a little bit on the LCD. And I did set the date and time just to let you know. All right. But other than that, I hadn't really played with the camera. I haven't taken the first photo with the camera at all. So inside here you have your warranty paper. Canon always gives you a limited warranty, and you have your manual. This big old thick hefty manual for the R5. I'm not really a manual guy, but if you're a reader, this is great for you. It will tell you everything that you need to know about aperture, shutter, all the settings on the camera, how to navigate through the menu. It's all right there in that manual. Next, we have this little packet of cords with these little adapters on the side. Now, what these adapters do, if you plug them into the side of the camera with your cords, they won't get snatched out. It helps keep them snug in place, and that's really nice that they give you this. In here, you have your LCE6 battery charger, the same standard battery charger that we've been using for years. Same battery charger for the 5D Mark II, 3, 4, EOS R, the 7D and the 7D Mark II, same exact battery charger. Here's the battery. This is the LPE6NH. They say it holds up to 20% more life than the old standard batteries. But now your old standard batteries will work in this camera. So if by any chance, if you're out and this battery was to go dead, you can grab one of your old backups and put it in here and it'll work fine. So that's really good. Canon has kept all their mainstream cameras for the past 5 or 6 years with the same battery. The only difference is the 1DX Mark II. In here we have a camera strap. It says EOS R5 across it. It's a little thin. Be honest with you, I really don't use these straps. I believe in using aftermarket straps. These aren't really that comfortable. I think they're more for novelty and for showing, but hey, I mean, they're pretty, they look cute. If you want it, if you ask me, I would tell you to purchase a hold fast strap. Hold fast makes a money maker, and a solo is leather. Very good straps, last a long time. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Here we go. So squeaky clean. Everybody, the EOS R5. Looking at it, I haven't really taken a good look at the camera. Looked at the body a whole lot. Looks really, really nice. See a few changes they've done so far, and I think it's for the better. Right here, the EOS R5 has the on and off switch, and it has this little lever that sticks out just a little bit so you can kind of grab it so you're not just spinning. I like that. They got rid of that annoying track bar on the EOS R that was right here, and they put this little joystick. Thank you, Canon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I would be out shooting weddings in the middle of the day and then bump it, and the next thing I know, my ISO was at 10,000. Aggravated the mess out of me. So anyway, Thank you, Canon, again. All right, besides this right here, we have our old roll wheel, this dial back here on the back that spins around. It kind of navigate through the menu and stuff. It reminds you of the 5D Mark II, 3, and 4. So thanks for that. It kind of brought back that old school feeling from the DSLR to the mirrorless. Over here, you have all your inputs, your HDMI, the USB, mic, headphones, and flash for like if you're doing studio work. They did flip the mic input around and put it on top. So when you open up this screen, which is articulating, which is a beautiful screen, when you would turn it, it would get caught on that cord from your mic. So they put that on top. So kudos to Canon for doing that. One of the main things I noticed when I opened it up was this right here. I do a lot of astrophotography and stuff, and this, you can plug an intervalometer into it. It was not on the EOS R. So if you have intervalometer, now you'll be able to plug it back into the R5. Thank you, Canon, because I hated having to do everything in menu inside the camera. I like to be able to control a little bit more, and this is a lot easier when you're out in the field to use. All right, so let's see what we have. We have our battery. Of course, your battery door right here. Okay, so this is different. Right here, they decided to put the connector. So if you put a battery grip on, it'll go inside the battery door. Good job, Canon, on that. It's telling me I don't have a card in it right now. So what I did is I went and purchased the Delkin CF Express cards, a 256 gigabyte card. The thing about this is you have to have a card like this if you're gonna do 4K. Well, if you're gonna do 8K. But because when you do 8K, it'll only read to one card. So I ended up purchasing this. I ended up purchasing this Delkin SD card. This is a UHS to 2 memory card. 128 gigs, 256. I just figured like if I had enough and I was doing photos, I'd be able to back it up to either, and I'd have a bigger card for doing my video. So anyway, you know, the only thing I do hate, the only thing I didn't like is when you purchase this, they didn't have a memory card reader with it. Sometimes they kid them like with the 1DX Mark IIs because they're specialty cards, and I think they probably could have done that. But hey, not a big deal. It's not gonna bother me. It's not a game changer. It does have 2 memory card slots. You know, that's why I had both cards. So that's awesome. In case you're worried about losing any of your files, you don't have to worry about it anymore. All right, so what I'm gonna do before I turn it on, I'm gonna put a lens on it. And we're gonna see what this feels like with an actual lens and how it looks. So right here I have the RF 24-70 2.8. Right off the bat, I can tell you it feels really, really good. It feels really sturdy. The ergonomics are good. It seems like the weight is evenly distributed. It doesn't feel really light back here in the back and a whole lot of weight on the front. It feels really nice and even. Still smaller, but your hand can fit on it. And your pinky's really not hanging off the bottom of the camera. Some people like grips on theirs. I normally put like an L bracket on mine, so it'll probably be housed with an L bracket or a cage before too long. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this bad boy on. So we go ahead and cut it on, go through the menus, everything, get your date, time set up. Top LCD here, your main LCD in the back. And just to give you a little rundown on the specs on this camera, I know everybody knows it because it's been talked about a million times, but it is 45 megapixels. It does have the Digic X image processor, 8K 30 frames a second raw video, 4K 120 frames a second. I know you've heard this a lot from all the other videos, but 4K at 120 frames a second. 1080 on the 1DX Mark II looked great, but 4K, go look at Peter McKinnon's video. That 4K 120 is gorgeous. It is so smooth. The colors, everything about it looks awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. It does have image stabilization. Thank you, Canon. Image stabilization and body stabilization, not just on their lenses. We actually have image stabilization on here now, and kudos to Canon for that. The LCD on the back is 3.2. It's a really nice LCD. It does completely articulate, which is very nice. It has eye tracking and face tracking. It has animal eye detection on here. So that's really nice if you're out photographing wildlife, birds, eagles. If you go to Yellowstone and you see a bear and you want to get a good shot of the bear and you want the eye tack sharp, well, now this right here will find its eye for you. So that's awesome. That's very, very nice that Canon has finally stepped up to the Sony realm and implemented these things into these cameras. It does shoot 12 frames mechanical in the shutter, and they'll do 20 electronic. That's smoking fast. That's getting it. Most of the time when I shoot football on my 1DX Mark II, I tone it all the way down within the teens, because you don't want to always shoot 16 frames a second. I really like it. It looks great. It feels great. There you have it, everybody. The EOS R5. Beautiful camera. Can't wait to get out and shoot with it. You know, there are a lot of disclaimers out there where they talk about where it overheats after 27 minutes. And if you're shooting 120 frames a second for video in 4K, it'll start overheating, I believe, after 20 minutes. But no one that I know of who goes out and shoots 20 minutes at 120 frames a second anyway. So, you know, a lot of the gripes that are going on, I think, are pointless. I did watch a video, and you can go look at it from Fro Knows Photo, and he was recording, doing a comparison with this and the Sony a7S III, and after 27 minutes in 4K, on the higher end of 4K, it decided to cut off. But I don't know if I'm gonna be recording for 30 minutes straight. All right, everybody. So again, don't forget that this video is being sponsored by Cameragraphics out of Auburn, Alabama. Cameragraphics.net. Look them up for all your photography needs. I'm so grateful for Canon to get this camera out. I'm happy. I don't know if you can tell it, but I'm really happy. I'm excited. Love, love, love what Canon is doing and how we're actually stepping into the mirrorless realm, and we're starting to have the cameras to compete with other ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go with 4. Hey, listen, man, if you like videos like this, do me a favor, help out my channel, subscribe to it, hit the like button down below, and hit that little bell icon over into the corner, so that way when I put out new content, you'll get notified. And anyway, love everybody, man. Y'all be safe out there, stay healthy, and keep on shooting. We'll talk to you soon.